What price would you pay to uncover the secrets of the dead? These words echoed through the olive groves of Athens as Melanthios, a scholar of unparalleled ambition, gazed into the golden horizon. The oracle at Delphi had spoken of a land far away, a land where gods and mortals once mingled amidst the sands. Egypt, a kingdom of mysteries, where the river Nile carried whispers of forgotten pharaohs and ancient curses. It was here that Melanthios's fate would intertwine with that of King Tutankhamun, the boy king whose tomb was said to be guarded by the wrath of the gods. Chapter 1. The Map of Destiny. Melanthios was no ordinary man. Born under the watchful eye of Athena, goddess of wisdom, he possessed an insatiable hunger for knowledge. His obsession began when a tattered scroll arrived at his doorstep, delivered by a hooded stranger who disappeared into the night. The scroll depicted a map, a labyrinthine path leading to a burial site hidden deep beneath the sands of Egypt. The treasures of the gods, the scroll promised in ancient Greek script. But beneath the promise lay a warning. He who disturbs the boy king shall awaken the eternal wrath of Anubis, guardian of the underworld. Melanthios laughed, his voice echoing in the marble halls of his home. Curses are for the superstitious, he scoffed. The gods favor the bold. He gathered a team of explorers, Lysandra, a daring huntress with eyes as sharp as her arrows, Phaedrus, a brawny warrior who feared neither man nor beast, and Calidora, a healer whose knowledge of herbs rivaled that of Apollo's priests. Chapter 2. The Journey to the Sands. The voyage to Egypt was fraught with omens. As their ship approached the delta of the Nile, the waters turned an ominous shade of crimson under the setting sun. "A sign from the gods?" whispered Lysandra, clutching her bow. "Nonsense," Melanthios replied, though his fingers tightened around the scroll. When they arrived in Thebes, they were met by a mysterious guide named Khepri, a local with an uncanny knowledge of the desert's secrets. "The tomb you seek is cursed," Khepri warned, his voice low and gravelly. "Many have sought it. None have returned." "Then they lacked the favor of the gods," Melanthios retorted, his arrogance unwavering. Chapter 3. The Entrance to the Underworld. After weeks of searching, they found it, a hidden entrance beneath the shadow of the Valley of the Kings. The air was thick with an unearthly stillness. Hieroglyphs adorned the walls, their carvings depicting scenes of judgment in the afterlife. At the center of the chamber stood a statue of Anubis, his jackal head glaring down at them. "This is it," Melanthios whispered, his voice trembling with a mixture of fear and excitement. "The tomb of Tutankhamun." As they broke the seal, a gust of cold air erupted from within, carrying the scent of decay and something unidentifiable, a bitterness that clung to their throats. "It's just stale air," Melanthios assured the group, though Calidora's trembling hands suggested otherwise. Inside, they found treasures beyond imagination, golden chariots, jeweled daggers, and the infamous burial mask of Tutankhamun. But as they ventured deeper, strange things began to happen. The torches flickered violently, casting dancing shadows that seemed almost alive. Phaedrus swore he heard whispers, though no one else could hear them. "We should leave," Calidora urged, her voice quivering. "We've taken enough." But Melanthios was blind to caution. "We're on the brink of greatness," he declared. "Do you wish to return to Athens as mere mortals, or as legends?" Chapter 4. The Wrath of the Gods. Their descent into the tomb's depths brought them face to face with the sarcophagus of Tutankhamun. As Melanthios touched the golden lid, a deafening roar echoed through the chamber. The statue of Anubis began to glow, its eyes burning with an ethereal fire. "You have defiled the sacred," Khepri hissed, his voice rising above the chaos. "You have awakened the wrath of the gods." The ground beneath them trembled. Lysandra screamed as a swarm of scarabs erupted from the walls, their pincers gleaming like obsidian. Phaedrus swung his sword wildly, but for every scarab he crushed, a dozen more emerged. "It's the curse!" Calidora cried. "We're doomed!" "Nonsense!" Melanthios shouted, though his confidence wavered as a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. It was the spirit of Tutankhamun, his youthful face twisted in fury. "You dare disturb my slumber?" the spirit bellowed, his voice resonating with the power of the underworld. "Your greed shall be your undoing!" Chapter 5. The Escape. Realizing their peril, the group fled, leaving behind the treasures they had risked so much to find. But the tomb was unwilling to let them go. The walls closed in, the passageways twisting and turning as if alive. Khepri led the way, chanting prayers to appease the gods. "We must leave an offering," he cried. "Something to satisfy the boy king." In desperation, Melanthios tossed the scroll into the darkness. For a moment, the tremors ceased. But as they reached the surface, a blinding light engulfed them. When they awoke, they found themselves back in Athens, the sands of Egypt, a distant memory. Epilogue: The Price of Arrogance. Years passed, and the tale of their journey became legend. But the curse lingered. One by one, the members of the expedition met untimely ends. Lysandra was struck down by a poisoned arrow during a hunt. Phaedrus fell to a mysterious illness that no healer could cure. Calidora vanished without a trace, her garden left to wither. As for Melanthios, his once brilliant mind succumbed to madness. He spent his final days muttering to himself, haunted by visions of Anubis and the boy king. And so the curse of Tutankhamun's tomb became a cautionary tale, a reminder that the secrets of the dead are not meant for the living, for even the boldest of mortals must bow before the will of the gods.